All right. Just give me 1 second. I'll wait for everything to be pulled up correctly. Test my audio real quick. I am actually glad to be back here. I made a lot of progress in general with my. Uh, I made a lot of progress. I'm actually lagging a little bit. Wow. I made a lot of progress with my novel over time, over the week, and I'm actually really proud about the amount of work I've done. One thing I will say is, that's a negative moodlet. Oh, anxious to advance. One thing I will say is, I am, actually very, very, very close to finishing part two. I'm like 2 chapters away from finishing part two. And when I finish part two, I'm gonna be making a YouTube video going over the, a certain faction, a certain side of my novel project, which is sort of like going over that concept of heaven, like as fictional organizations in my novel project, as it's essentially a story about, as essentially a story about the fictional conflict between heaven and hell. So you kind of have that to look forward to. I'm actually paying an artist to design like some concept art for it. I'm actually gonna have to pay her close to $1,000 really for like 10 pieces of art. But yeah, that is something that I am working towards, and that is something to be aware of. But in regards to this game, I'm actually kind of glad to be back here. I'm actually glad to be back here to stream because I just kind of been honestly kind of feeling like that progress has been relatively slow for the games I've been covering. I've been with Sims, with Assassin's Creed Unity. There's actually been times like I think last week in particular, I actually wasn't able to stream the full 4 hours past 2 live streams, and I did want to have that be changed. That kid's gonna die, and the parent just doesn't give a shit. Great parenting. But the other thing is, I've also been feeling like the progress was lacking for Sly Cooper. I do kind of have my own reasons for that, but I'll be kind of going over that when we get there. Writing port on Buttons Goth. So another thing I will say is, in relation to this game, we're going to be making some significant progress in the days that going into the future. And when I saw how close I actually was to, I honestly don't think there's going to be that many live streams left in this project. If I'm just going to be perfectly honest, because we're actually we're at the halfway point right now. And if we are efficient with the amount of progress we make in these streams, then it probably won't be too much long before you finish it. But it's actually good for me because my SPF consistency has actually been struggling. Since I started... Since I started live streaming, since I started working on I started working on uh I started working on, I can't think what it's called, uh uh Sims 3 Pets. I actually had to send my Xbox 360 out to the repair shop to get repaired twice, which was not something that I wanted to see. So that was just kind of unfortunate. For breakfast, we will make pancakes. I've been having these kind of weird and vivid dreams lately. Like, I keep on having these future dreams, where I'm just kind of like seeing like fictional like moments of the future, like exaggerated moments of the future, I guess. But like one of the most common things is just me being married in the future and just having a wife. Another common like future dream I have is being able to have my story published and then actually being successful, which actually is kind of one of my hopes that it will be, is that the book I publish will actually be relatively successful. It's also entirely possible that because it's my first book, it will be a flop because no one is aware of it. But that's honestly why I've been streaming as I have, because I'm hoping that I can use my channel to advertise my book. But the other thing is, I've actually been kind of having some dark future dreams as well, where things just kind of don't turn out the way that I expected with my life. Like, I've had dreams where I like go through a divorce or whatever, and I lose everything or stuff like that, and it's just like really dark, like future dreams I also have. Like, it's not so much nightmares, I guess, like, because I don't actually die. I'm not like being chased by a monster like a typical like nightmare thing. It's just kind of like a dark future dream that I'm having, which, in my opinion, is actually kind of possible for that type of thing to happen. Like, it's not like it's an unrealistic future dream or whatever, but it is, in my opinion, kind of a possibility. So we're now level 9 in cooking. We just have one more level. We just have one more level before we max it out. Today, what I think I'm actually going to try and focus on is trying to uh excuse me. I'm gonna try and like take care of some stuff for the careers, make sure we making some more progress. And I'm not ready to have kids yet, but it is something that I'm kind of considering to focus on. As I said before, I like to only just focus on having kids and making the next generation and make a certain amount of progress in the careers. Currently, we're at level 2 with the career and with Alec, and we are at We're at level 2 with our career with Alec, and we're at level 3 with our career with Bobby. And I just kind of want to make sure that everything is just great. The one thing I will say is apparently we have a good relationship with our partner for Alec. Oh, you know what it could be? Our partner could be Gort. Because our boss is Eva, so I think our partner is actually Gort. I was actually wondering about that before, and I think that's what it is. Do I have a logic book on hand? So we can get through a, get through a, we can get through a lifetime, we can get through a wish if we had a book. I'm gonna get rid of this too. Okay, we actually need to go to, we need to go to, the bookstore anyway to get, like, all the recipes for, what's her name? Bobby? That's something we're gonna try and do. For now, let's just have you watch TV. Apple pancakes, clean, put away leftovers. Hold on. I'm actually not really home alone, but I'm like essentially the only one in the house, like charged too. My grandpa's still here, but my dogs are one of my dogs are actually afraid of it. I just heard my dog growling. Right back. Arlo, come inside. My dog is scared of her own shadow. She was laying at my bedroom door and I just heard her start to growl. And so I was trying to call her in, just trying to calm her down, but she just kind of saw me and got scared and walked away. She's literally afraid of her own shadow, I swear. Like, it's not. She's timid, I guess you could say. Like, she's. And we got her during COVID, actually. I think we got her on. She was like a January 6th puppy. She was actually born on January 6th, like the day of the insurrection in America. But, yeah, it's kind of funny. Like, I guess it's not really funny, but it's just interesting, I guess. There's a word for it. Like, she's not a bad dog. She's just, like, kind of a wuss, I guess you'd say. I do want to take a look at the career. We're level 1, okay? And I also want to take a look at the challenges. I think we're only missing one challenge for the canine cop thing, which is actually something that we may need to work on offline. Like in a separate playthrough, I mean. Actually, I was hoping I could close these just to try and make it the list a little bit more compressed, but I can't do that. Wait, hold on, I think I just passed it. No, let's catch them all. We had so many challenges completed. We got like about half of them done. God, well, this is fine. Actually, not prefer to. I just tap right ever so slightly, and it just moves it over a page. I hate that shit so much. We're looking for the canine cop challenges. Here it is. So the only one that we are missing is Timmy's in trouble. This is actually something that we can do right now, actually. But it is something that I want to just look into a little bit later. Like, it's not high on my priority list. Spencer should be a loyal dog. Yes, he is loyal. And we can actually do that with Alex since his cooking skill is low. It's actually very easy to kind of catch a fire, get caught on fire or whatever, but it is something that I do want to look into. I just make sure I do it right. I do want to buy some things. I do want to buy some things in build buy mode. Actually, we may not need to buy, we may have it in our household inventory. But one of the things I want to get. Let's check our household inventory first. Okay, so we don't actually have. Buy, see, it's under hobbies. So this is kind of our last cheap house that we can buy and build upon. And once we get this house upgraded, then all we have is a mansion to buy and edit, which is actually going to be taking a little bit more time, so they're more expensive. So it is something to be aware of. I do want to check the. Yeah, we do have long distance friends, which is good. We also have Never Dull. Uh, I'm actually gonna get a fast learner for uh, Gort to make learning the skills a little bit a little bit easier, because he has actually been struggling. And that's all we're gonna do for lifetime rewards. Let's go ahead and do some painting now, just try and get it done. I also need to take a look at your traits. Okay, so we actually don't have perfectionist on you, which is fine. Oh, actually, because Alec is brave, he may not actually be able to be a good candidate for the challenge I want to do. Again, like I want to look into it first before I make any decision on what I want to do. So it's not a big deal that we can't do it with Alec. We have two other Sims to choose from. I do want to take a look at. I do want to take a look at Spencer. Fresh refrigerator, eat leftovers, apple pancakes. We already read the things, the upgrades for painting before. We did that with Alexis Knight, so we're not really too concerned with doing that. I forgot that Alec actually had work. I thought he had a day off. It is honestly, it's still kind of weird to me how Simbots are just automatically like an elder thing. It just throws me off every now and then when I see Gort walking like an elder despite him being what should be an adult.
Zebqua.
I do want to check you. You're doing good. I can't remember. What is hygiene? I know what hygiene is, but yeah, Gort can't take a shower. Oh, right. That's actually a stat that doesn't go down for Gort. That's right.
Zarboso.
I was so confused when I saw that. I forgot that how that worked for Simbots.
Fleep Dorp.
If for those curious, like every single Simbot has a trait hydrophobic, and if they touch water, like 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 if you direct them to go swimming, I don't know if that's even possible. But if we try to direct them to go swimming, then they will actually short out. So they actually are incapable of. Well, washing dishes is fine, but they're actually incapable of like going swimming because they'll just short out.
Zeke. Oh, Zipsy-yorg. Zipsy-yorg. Ah! Oh! Oh!
And I think they can also repair this fine as well.
Cold.
What level is your repair skill, Gordon? I know that your repair skill is pretty high. Yeah, it's level 8. Your invention skill is also pretty high. Well, relatively high. It's average. The unfortunate thing, we don't have like a character with a high invention skill, so if Gort does short circuit, then we're gonna should unlock that. Fine. Doesn't really matter to me if I do like an extra generation for the mass level career. They just I prefer to get done with Gorts. They're so close anyway. Workout, cardio. Don't break a sweat. Actually, that's actually kind of useless for Gord since he can't actually sweat. I want to take a look at Alec real quick. Okay, he's turned fresh. That's what should make it so that he should be able to climb this skill a little bit faster.
Oop. Oop.
I've been thinking about exercising a little bit lately. It's just kind of like a random like ruminating thought on them and kind of considering it doing. The reason why I've been considering doing that of all times is because I kind of my dad actually got diagnosed with early, I think it's kind of like early something diabetes or something. And because of the fact that I like to snack every now and then on sweets, on candy and stuff, the thought of me also getting diabetes at some point does actually make me nervous. So I've actually been kind of considering just working out, like trying to do like something as simple as burpees, which is like squat jumps, push-ups, kind of thing. But I haven't actually just. I've been one of the main like character flaws about me is the fact that I often procrastinate when it comes to doing work or when it comes to doing things that would actually be beneficial to me. That's part of the reason why I've been having a hard time like getting my book finished is because I just haven't really been motivate myself to actually do it. And I've actually been forcing myself to sit down and work on that book project a lot lately. And it's actually been something I've been working on like consistently, like every single day, more and more often, and I think it's actually a very real possibility that I could have it done. But and here's the main thing, I we're gonna be going to the bookstore now. We're also gonna stay here at the thing. The major thing that is just kind of problematic for me, I guess, is the fact that it's just when I am actually willing to sit down and work on something, it's usually not for a long period of time. And the only reason why I was able to to actually do well in school, I guess, is because I was actually willing to prioritize schoolwork over everything else. Like, I got my assignments out like days before it was due. And I communicated with my teachers every single day whenever I had questions about assignments, make sure that everything I was doing was being done correctly. But the major thing that is just kind of difficult for me, I guess, is baked angel food cake. The major thing that's been kind of wow, that's actually really expensive. The major thing that's been kind of a challenge, if I'm going to be honest here, is the fact that it's just been kind of now that I'm no longer at school, it's so easy to just I want to like sit down, like play video games or watch TV, but I can't actually do that. I need to actually be better, I guess, and it's just something that is just kind of difficult for me. But it is something that I did want to do. I do want to actually sit down and actually be able to finish my book because I barely would have no excuse other than my own laziness for why I haven't been able to finish my book. If I get to the end of the year and I still only have and I still haven't finished my book, then I really only have myself to blame. But currently I'm like 2 chapters away from finishing part 2 of my book, and after that it's just all action essentially. So I genuinely think that it's very I genuinely think that um I genuinely think that maybe within a couple months I'll have my book fully finished, and then it just comes down to editing and getting it published. And again, like it's very possible. It's very possible that they could say no and say, "Oh, we're not going to publish your book." But
Borgo. Il Venenerso.
I'm hoping that things will be different. Curtis Light is his friendship with us not that high, so he's not willing to come over and talk to us. So we're just gonna go over to his household. Luckily, the checks for friends get like 144 challenges, 300. Nice. The checks for friends is actually relatively easy. Like it's generally like pretty hard to fail getting the friends thing up. It's just saying there's a well-established gnome smuggling ring and they're meeting at the Gilman Business Complex. Get there quickly and listen in to gather intelligence so that the criminals can be brought to justice. Could be a career-boosting move for you if everything goes well.
Ah! Roo! Tifalur! Huh? Marzu mini new?
Robu la chobi. Amba nisni. Tufaro. Neba.
Barzo! Barwikabar! Morika!
Nanaba.
Where is Curtis Light?
Freeb, Kabolatanu, Tip Tip, Zombo Chebadu, Burba, Habadorn, Dig,
I'm waiting for Curtis Light to come back. He may be at work now.
Nachunizag, Jorg Yaba, Flop, Weebna Dorka, Nang, Wibnabo, Yablonk, Silad, Uban, Derlo, Bog, Gurk Yabag.
The problem is, it's always such a pain in the ass to track down Sims to, like, say, like, your boss Sim to try to get a better relationship on them. Because Sims have their own schedules, they aren't, like, isolated, they don't stay in one place for long, they have their own, like, programming, their own, routes. So, I don't know if, because Curtis Liard is quote-unquote, like, my boss and presumably is in a higher position in the career, which I kind of doubt because, for Gort, his boss is, what's her name? His boss is Eva Gilman, who was actually not our boss in the beginning because she was Wilbert Vanilla, who's actually in this house, was actually our boss, but he retired and Eva Gilman took place. So unfortunately, I do not think that Curtis Light is in that higher of a position than us. It probably is as of right now, but he probably won't be for long. He's probably just in that position because he's one of the few, if not the only one in the culinary career. Here he is. I do want to check something. Go into lifetime rewards. Okay, so we're doing this old school.
Woo!
Zipsul Burger Burge.
Susul.
Friendly, we will compliment home.
Blitzergam.
Mm-hmm.
Our needs.
Curtis Slide, we're just getting into Green Affinity. Chat.
Freeb, Kabolatanu.
Zelka. Zelka Webadanch. Shabasa Tea.
Yeah, done.
Ibihana, Zoom Dap Deep, Smeed, Smorgy Gorg.
La, Mior.
The Hopeless Romantic. Let's see, we will get to know.
Freeb, Kabolatanu.
Sam. Gamjabazu. Forbnibagada Mahabatu.
Gashabuvo, Saderp Wandia.
I'm actually gonna pause and drink my soda. The reason why I pause is, I don't want the conversation to wrap up and then to go on autopilot or choose a different option.
Sebi, your
Sasha, my
pata.
We're actually gonna go until we're friends with Curtis.
Robo Adama, Grobel Duvajay, Bihavu.
Vi, Nadu.
So our goal for right now with Bobby, and I keep on wanting to say Bobby Revis, is trying to get to 20,000 points so that we can get the long distance friend, so we don't have to worry about his relationship to Kane.
Bonk.
Fla, Kuranataka. Sabo. Sabo Vicha. Zika Bozag. Dag. Fumu. Vodsharka Lablar. Howda Hilp. Vandiat Bondaglarn. Donka Duzak. Teague. Nebaclona. Bon Iba Nochi. Lachinibo.
Ah, see?
Mhm.
Miyabi Katu.
Excuse me, I just kind of burped a little bit. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and compliment.
Derba Lurb.
Uh-huh.
Funitz. Freeb, Kabolatanu.
Sa. Manuvaja lepto mihib.
Filanu, Tavanor, Gag.
Ah, Mior.
For the slight, friendly, we will get to know.
Fla, Kuranataka.
Webzo Madar.
Baduz. Ubala Mor Na Vu. Bondiar Glard. Valabes.
Bernabagavu. Seg. Shabaza Dawazi.
Sul. Tabimbala Bozi Fatugaz.
Zabzu Mizzlenorp. Du Kazamazigada. Shadag?
Hi, Vitorg.
Mhm.
He is mean-spirited. Kind of an odd... It's definitely kind of an interesting trait for someone who works in the same establishment where the criminal organization is based in this game.
Wib.
Bebble
Baby
Nerb.
couch.
Bebza.
Bibso toy. Freeb.
Gee, Johnny
Kabolatanu.
Sabasim, Z?
Ibihana. Zoom Dapti. Sorbi. Dakawa. Smorgigorg. Flopsy Mendoga.
Huh.
Snimo. Ta?
Ma, Dani.
Uh-huh.
So that was actually the first time I saw the interaction, trait incompatibility. I played this game for so long, I've never seen the interaction. Funny how I'm continuously learning more about this game that I honestly wouldn't have actually realized if I didn't actually start the series. There's so much about this game that I'm just learning as I am continuing to play this game.
Sim.
And I love it so much.
Sashu Wo. Nobso Tube. Zasim?
Blitzergam. Jorg, Yaba. No,
Mhm.
our needs. Uranataka. Bujing. Bargo. Kamiso Wigati. Derbnasi.
Nord.
Ribadu. Glarn.
Eleanor Dungworth is filthy rich. I don't know if this will have a negative reaction. I guess we'll find out.
Vadish Basu.
Glorbavu.
Hey, we got a degree in affinity. Let us go home.
Zoo Jahani Mas. T? Zepto Misam.
Should be good for a couple days. If we get too low, we can just call him over and talk him up again, but we should be fine. Hey, eat leftovers. Apple pancakes. They're actually getting very close to a promotion, which is nice. It's probably gonna take an additional day for us to get promoted, but it's something nice to have. You are currently on your day off, which is great.
Oh, ah.
See, let's go ahead and work out. We will do cardio once again. We're gonna do good pacing. Got $281 from work. Oh, well, we can just get rid of that skill. Let's go. Okay, you are on good pacing, which is great. Well, pancakes, clean up. Let's go ahead and use the bathroom. You work out, strength. Okay, when Bobby is done, we will have her go over here. And have you take a shower. As for Bobby, let's go ahead and go into our inventory. And re-ratatouille. See, eat leftovers, pancakes. Bobby night, inventory. Fish and chips, read. Lobby night. Inventory. Lobby night. Answer phone. Oh, I misread that. I misread Grill Fiend as girlfriend. Demetria Snyder has heard you're quite the grill fiend and would like to sample your flavorful grilled salmon. Prepare a group serving of grilled salmon and prepare it to Demetria Snyder, who will surely pay you for that for sure.
Z Bombergrot Kibo.
Is there a time limit on that? No. Lobby night. Inventory. Go back to cookies and read it. As for you, go to sleep. How high is my athletics skill? It's only at 5. Why does it take so long for me to level it up? They didn't even get a level off of that. That's kind of bullshit. Let's go ahead and clean up the apple pancakes. Gonna have you eat from the leftovers. We are gonna have you use the bathroom. And one more thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna have you rummage the thing and try and come on. Try and get one more rummage thing done, and we're gonna try and get a report filed. They're ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow when you wake up, we're gonna try and get Gort over the edge of that level. We're very close, but don't know how close. Oh yeah, right on the edge. Okay, Bobby Knight, inventory. Fruit parfait, read. Is there, because we're currently at level 9 cooking right now, is there any books that we can't read? Ambrosia is level 10. Okay, and how close are we to getting to level 10 cooking? We aren't close at all. So we're gonna need to find that out for us to read Ambrosia. It's something that we tried to do with Jasmine and I reading all the recipes. Is something that we actually weren't able to do. I think we just got shy of Ambrosia. I can't remember. But the reason why we are doing this, and I'm just like checking, just to make sure. The reason why we are doing this is there is a skill that we are kind of preparing for with cooking, a skill milestone, I should say, where we need to learn all the recipes in order for us to be able to prepare higher quality food. And the reason why this matters is this should, once we get to level 10 cooking, it should actually allow us to be able to make perfect recipes, because all that Star Chef and World Class Chef does is it seems to make the food you make more fulfilling and make the food being made faster. The one thing that I am unsure of is if we go into the skill milestones, and this has to be something to look up right now. But if we go into skill milestones, if we go into challenges, and we go into where is it? Here it is. So we need to prepare perfect recipes for every single recipe. But the one thing that I need to look into, I'm actually going to look into it right now, is Sims 3 Pets. How to make perfect cooking recipes. Actually, it'd be better if we do steel sous chef. Okay, so it looks like that once we get to cooking level 10, and assuming that we have the traits natural cook, which we have, and perfectionist, which we also have, we should be able to get a perfect recipe if we keep on cooking the recipes. Did he clog the toilets? He did. Go ahead and unclog that toilet real quick.
Oh.
Okay, let's go ahead and do writing. Port on Austin Gaddis. Hey, did we get level 1 handiness? No, we got close though. There's actually some people that seem to think that the way you cook the perfect recipes is to grow the ingredients yourself with the gardening skill and to actually like do all this extra stuff. But as far as I can tell, and just kind of from like two different sources, but one of them it has more support than the other. If you have master level cooking, and you have natural cook and perfectionist, and if you have the perk from a menu haven from the skill milestone, then in theory you should be able to get what you need done. And, like you should be able to have like a decent chance of getting perfect, and you don't need to like grow your own ingredients.
I got chum.
Yeah, that's how you go to sleep. How much money do you make? For, I know you're gonna get promoted very soon, but I'm actually just curious. $312 per hour. I'm actually gonna try and like pull up, do some math. So let's just pull up the calculator app. Let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. So that's 4 hours. Wait, that right? 9. That's 4 hours. Wow. So simple math. 312 times 4 equals $1,248. Actually, not a bad haul. I'm actually kind of thinking about using a karma power on, who's waking up? I'm actually thinking about using a karma power on, I cannot think of what it's called, on, Gort, because I do want to try and push him over the edge of, I do want to push him over the edge of athletics, so we're actually gonna have him wake up about like 6. Start working at 9. We're gonna have him wake up at 5 a.m. And then we're gonna use a instant satisfying on him just to reset him. How are you doing, Spencer? You're doing fine. Okay, let's go ahead and eat leftovers, apple pancakes. Then we're gonna have you watch TV. Okay, Spencer night.
Gunny flare. Oh. Emma Wusha.
Zib zib.
I actually need to clean the sink. We're gonna eat the apple pancakes.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Then we are going to shower. Use bathroom and shower. Floor. Let's see. Special refrigerator. For breakfast, we will make French toast. How are you affected by that? He's outside.
Oh.
You're gonna need to call, what's the name, over Curtis Light and try and like get his friendship up again. Why is your... Oh, from exercise. Gort. Friendly.
Farble. Websy Nobala. Haba? Lor Herbo. He's a Vamajig.
Jarka. Miwanita. Go on.
Sadoop?
Gort. Go ahead and cure.
Woo!
Vadish Mawapa.
Navadi. Nazavari.
So this should actually get us up. Yeah, we should be able to get up to like level 6 of athletic, which is great. What are you doing?
Noobidow. Oh!
Come on, hurry up and eat.
Gimlet, Gimlet. Oh, 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 Neffy. Oh, oh, Gef Mansu.
Okay, let's go ahead and put away leftovers.
Gimlet.
I think the only thing higher than outstanding is perfect. So it's actually good to see.
Oh, Neffy. Oh, uh-oh,
The good news is we should be able to get Gort to level 10 in his career, which will get us 34,500 lifetime happiness. And I think that Gort is the person that I actually want to try and like, get a specific challenge son for having 150,000 total happiness lifetime reward things. So that's something we're gonna try and work on.
oh. Uh-oh.
Let's actually have Gort stop. And let's actually communicate with Gort a little bit, try and get his happiness up.
Barso Misvadula Cock. Imza Wamasabalu. Lagan?
Barzo, Barwikaba,
Vajinerg.
Morikas.
Waka.
Gort, friendly, we will get to know.
Jeep, Johnny Safasim, Z?
Ina Fasa Winnaze. La Herba Tubave? Zeebolu. Geese?
Hadalu.
Selba.
Ubaka
Selba
si.
Nebnor. Duzabaweeb.
Fatani.
Beeble Deech. Nagargalu. Sabzi. Zamblazable. Fucha.
Vordort Nidibazab. Sagoob. Badu G.
Nar. Boos.
I have no idea if Gort's supposed to be my partner or not, so I'm just like taking a wild guess and hoping I'm right. Let's gossip.
Argo. Kawasam.
Gort, friendly, we will tell story.
Zoob Jahani Mas. Webzo. Madar. Manchubal Plonkle. For Walla Kazam. Sorba Ladid.
V. Nadu.
Uh-huh.
Gort, friendly, let's go ahead and chat.
Zeep Sasha Mahim.
Cargo Vabipso Zamba. Shagala. Simkat.
Bobby Knight, inventory. Let's have you go ahead and read a cobbler.
Gerb. Stun. Wamaluba Ziva. Istaba Wasa.
Do I have a... Yeah, I do have a number doll.
La, Meteor.
Gort, friendly, is compliment.
Garnier. Zim.
Uh-huh.
Lahan.
Let's get to know.
Cheap Johnny Safasim. Z.
Neva. Ani
I
Begenschlo.
guess we will continue this
Wadabajib.
experiment when they get back from work.
Mesta Wasa Fima J. Rizibaz. Sablarko Mibifadoy.
Narbo Nitsa team. Zazim. Kawafasatoy.
Zepto Misam Ta.
V. Nadu.
Uh-huh.
Have fun at work, dear. We got a bill.
Oh, Yeba
And let's call over Curtis Light and see if we can build up his friendship again. Gorkro is undercover and was almost found out when he came into contact with the invented trap involving the world's most delicious looking donut. Luckily, Gort mastered his desire and completed the undercover sting. With such a close call, Gort is working extra hard to improve his job performance. Oh, good, because you're
Ya
almost.
Allah.
You fucking prick.
Ooh, JB Idlog.
As we're doing the soul school, it's we're literally right on the cusp of getting a we're literally right on the cusp of getting a I cannot think of what it's called. My brain's just freaking fried. We're on the cusp of getting a promotion, so it doesn't really matter if we lose performance now. Matter in the end, at least I don't think it will. Should still get promoted today, regardless if we lose progression or not. And I think the only reason why I'm bringing that up is because that event could have easily gone the other way. It's just completely random which way it goes down.
Dib web. So.
Why am I being rude? Why am I being rude? I don't get that. So, to explain like what's going on, to try to like explain, Sims can get annoyed with you and can have a negative reaction to you if you call them too many times. Invite them over too many times, they say no. This was the second time in 2 days that I called him over and he said no. So I don't know like why he's negatively me.
Arbla Napsu Ner Gosim. Shabuza
We're gonna actually get him up to a friend.
Samdazel. Ma, Dani.
Bobby Knight.
Mm-hmm.
See, let's go ahead and get to know.
Vibeldich Nagargalu Sabzi Zamblazavul Fucha. V Nadu.
The Curtis Light, friendly. We will gossip.
Clean Nord.
Curtis Light, friendly.
Ma, Dani.
He's grumpy. That's another negative bullet. That's probably why he reacted the way he did to me. Those are both traits that are honestly kind of more beneficial of the criminal career rather than the culinary career, which is just kind of weird to me that Curtis Light has those traits and he's working in the only other career that's location is paired with the criminal branch. It's definitely kind of more suspicious of Curtis Light's like character, I guess you could say, but it's just like weird to me. We got him to Green Infinity again, but I'm just gonna get him up until we're friends with them.
Sabanabnor. Do Zabaweeb. Uh-huh. Plubu Narpeldarp. Farbazam. Shabkazazim. Horkor. Gasha.
We're actually getting close to the friend threshold.
Meteor.
Let's go ahead and get to know.
Belko Webney. Barco Tansy. Badenoblap. Neg. Stub. Luza Vaza Givaze. Sabu Wasub. V Nadu.
Eventually we're very close to the threshold actually. Let's go ahead and compliment.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and gossip.
Lee bonk.
Let's go ahead and get to know.
Arjun suno vlerb. Nuba zimjev. Ve. Zimzagadoo. Viveldich nagargalu. Sabzi. Zamblazavul. Fucha. La mior.
There's the Curtis Light, friendly. Let's go ahead and tell a dramatic story.
Oh, Monica.
Curtis Light, friendly. Let's compliment him.
Uh-huh.
Let's go ahead and chat.
Gortz. Dibanu Shamu Lazizzle?
Let's actually work on getting him up one more stage in the career thing.
Zamasi Sapso. Vini. Vida? Uh-huh.
Friendly, let's go ahead and admire.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Jarka. Miwanita. Kohan.
Okay, Curtis Light. Friendly, let's go ahead and tell a dramatic story.
Ah, see? Miyabi Katu.
I imagine it must be close to that max threshold for uh, Curtis.
Uh-huh.
Since I know he's mean spirited, you probably won't be too thrilled with a friendly interaction.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm avoiding those. I guess it couldn't hurt to try. Let's just see how this goes. I guess it does work.
Uh-huh.
I thought he would kind of hate it because he's mean spirited.
Barzo. What we cover? More we guys. Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and chat. Imagine you must be very close to maxing out that threshold for boss.
Walla Kazam. Sorba Ladid. Largdy yarb. Porbidorg. For moobs a zeba. Mm-hmm.
Good Curtis Light, friendly. Go ahead and gossip. And we got it. Okay, let's go home.
That's far. Full.
Gord's out to work today, and we should have promotion. Yeah, International Super Spy is done. Congratulations. Gord's impressive performance has earned him a promotion to International Super Spy, as well as a bonus of $3,744. Without peer, Gort is in charge. As an international super spy, you have seen it all, done most of it, and lived to tell the tale. Criminals throughout the world know not to mess with you, and the suits and politicians upstairs know to stay out of your way and let you get the job done. There's no mission too impossible and no caper too incredible to solve. Gort now makes $454 per hour, works from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. That's also 4 hours. Let's go ahead and pull out the calculator out, see how many that is a day. See, 4, 5, 4 times 4 equals $1,816 per day. Nice. Go home! Ignore these plebs. Workout, cardio. Workout, cardio.
Oop.
And we should also be getting promotion for Alec. I am actually gonna save here because I haven't saved in a while. I don't want to lose my progress. I guess my game crashes. I'm actually really happy about is Gord is now kind of officially done with his character. If we go into his skills, We essentially have already done like all I care to do with him for now. The only thing that we just haven't done that I'm actually going to be making a separate character for anyway is the inventing skill, which we have done Master Inventor and we have done Ultimate Invention, and all we're going to do is we're going to be creating a separate character. We're going to be playing with a family household where our main objective is to get the opportunity for becoming best friends with Symbot that the person has created, and that particular family is when we are going to be doing the Widget Wonder, Dabble Detonator, and Scrap Collector. But that's going to be for later. The other thing is for with Gort, we've already maxed out Athletic, and we have already maxed out handiness with Zachary and our first character. Logic is something that we are not really concerned with right now, but it's actually something that we are going to work on with Alec, actually. So, with Jasmine, actually, no, it's not with Alec, but with someone else. With Jasmine Knight, we have done the Celestial Explorer thing, and all we are going to do with Alec is we are going to be getting the Teacher Extraordinaire and Skill Professor skill milestones, and we're going to be saving the Grand Master skill milestone for a separate playthrough, for a separate run. As for right now, like everyone else, as far as I care, are actually done. Like Gort is officially only useful for getting money, and that's it. So. Alex should be able to get promotion now. And a promotion to traffic cop, which gives him certification to be a pro in apprehending burglars. Is nice. And we've already read this before with Gort, but I'm just going to read it again just for completion's sake. Because we are going to be going down a different career path for Alex. So, congratulations, Alex. The best performance has earned him a promotion to traffic cop, as well as a bonus of $564. The streets are packed with traffic jams and accident claims, and you are the traffic cop stuck in the middle of the intersection. Now's when the real police work starts, so get close to your partner. You'll need someone who has your back. The screeching tires hit the pavement.
Sashto.
I just kind of like that outfit. Just checking my phone, see if I have any notifications. So since Gort is done, all we're gonna be working on for him is just leveling up his career. But that's like all we're gonna be trying to focus on. And it's just not leveling up his career, leveling up his skills. I think it's leveling up his career. let's go ahead and go in the fresh refrigerator, serve lunch. We will make cheesesteak. That's a recipe that I haven't made.
You're wrong.
I honestly, there's like a place that me and my dad used to go to back when I was in high school, really, and my parents were actually, I don't know really high school, but also high school and junior high, I should say. But when my parents were separated and when I lived with my dad was actually a student working on his master's degree at Chico State, my old university, actually. And now that I'm no longer a student, I have like no qualms with saying what university I went to. But my and my dad and I, because my dad was kind of broke and just kind of trying to make his money last for college. We often kind of went to like cheap little places to go to. One thing that we used to always go to do is he would stop by Subway and get me a foot long sandwich, and then he would go to a place called the Cheesesteak Shop, which is nearby the Subway thing that we used to go to. And I remember I used to always think that that place was actually like a fairly good restaurant, but apparently it's a far cry from what an authentic Philly cheesesteak is. And when I was brought it up to my teacher, my professor at one point, asking him what he thought of because I found out he was actually from Philadelphia. And I asked him what he thought of the Philly cheesesteak shop in Chico, my old town I lived in. And he said that it is one of the worst cheesesteaks he ever had, and that it doesn't hold a candle to authentic cheesesteaks. And I remember asking him, like, why he thought it was so different. And he actually said something that surprised me, where apparently authentic cheesesteaks that you buy at like a cart or something in Philadelphia, they actually nice level 10. They actually use canned cheese as their as their uh, cheese, or the thing that they use. They don't use like sliced cheese or anything. They use canned cheese, which is something that really surprised me. It's just you wouldn't really kind of expect this type of thing from you wouldn't really expect the type of thing from from uh uh from something that people credit as like being such like a good item, but apparently it's the case.
Mm. 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 Mm.
Okay, so once we have Bobby use the bathroom, we're gonna have her use the workout for just a little bit longer, just get her up a skill and just try, because even though we work out like so much time, like she's still like gaining a lot of weight. And again, it's not like me fat shaming, it's just like my personal like habits when playing Sims game. I like skinny characters over playing skinny characters over fat characters, which and makes it sound like worse than it actually is, but it's just my overall playstyle. So I think that once we get Alec and Bobby to level 5 in their careers, then we're actually gonna start like working on like having kids. As of right now, Bobby is level 3 and Alec is level 3. So once they both get to level 5, then we'll just worry about like having kids. But as of right now, it's not really on my focus. Let's go ahead and go into the TB and we will also work out and we'll do cardio. One thing I'm actually kind of considering doing for right now is actually... We're not going to worry about that. One thing I'm actually kind of considering is having Gort retire from the law enforcement thing. But I'm not really sure if I want to do that yet. Actually going to use a card power. We're going to use the money low thing. Oh, we have 5 free karma uses. Oh, shit. I didn't know that we had that much stocked up. Okay, well, we're going to get a boost. We may even get to 1,000,000.
Baba. Nui Shubadi. Sayavuchi.
Karma points. Do another jackpot. We're gonna save 1 for emergencies in case we need like anything to satisfy.
Woo! There's Goobit.
I really wish this type of thing was. It'd be so cool if this was to be a type of thing that you could do in your life. Like if you could just like press a button and wham, you get like a massive donation of money. You don't need to like pay any sort of like return for the bank or anything like that. That'd be. It's a ridiculous power. But I feel like a lot of people, especially the homeless people's lives, would be made a lot easier. Like, it would just it'd be such like a crazy power if like humanity could have like something like that. Homelessness would be like a thing of the past. Like just performing good deeds could give you like random like bonuses in life. Or even like just basically progressing in life in general. This will be our last one.
Ah, Flipnar! Ah, yeah.
I'm gonna take this, but I'm not gonna work on it right now. It's not high on my priority list, but we are gonna accept that. For Gort,
Ah. Shaksa Zimbo.
let's have you continue to work on, because you were kind of interrupted. Let's have you continue to work on your athletic skill. We're gonna do strength. And how are you doing, Mr. Spencer? I don't know why the bar isn't going up. I noticed that before when we were having Gort workout before. When we were having Gort workout last time, I should say. But yeah, it's fine. Oh, now it's going up. We're gonna try and get him up to gonna try and get him up to a level. We are actually gonna use another card power on him, Super Satisfy. At level 7 with Gort, this is nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and have you search Galaxy. Actually, not search Galaxy. Actually, don't mind. Let's pause. And we will have you rummage. Okay, let's go ahead and right. We're gonna get a chess table. The sir was it comfort chairs.
Huh.
Okay, let's go ahead and eat.
Ooh. Zip zab.
We're gonna get our first million very soon, which is a very great milestone to have.
Ubawa. Herfabois. Oh. Aw. Oh, Arbu Nerpy. Oh. Danja Klubi. Hmm.
What is your logic level at? Getting close. Didn't take us very long to get a level.
Hmm. Aw. Nuvestin Woodsy. Aw. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you need to pee. And you need to read.
If they rip so toy! Hey! Woo!
I really wish I can command Spencer to shake water off his fur. I don't know if I can do that. I can try. No. Did someone just steal my toy? Did someone just steal my toy? Where's my dog toy? Oh, I see it. I see it. It's just kind of blending in. Okay, we're actually gonna use our common power and Gort once he gets out of here. Gonna use Super Satisfy on him. Bobby Knight. Inventory. Did I get another bill? What time do you go to work? 6 hours, so you leave at 3, or 2, I should say. And what is your current thing at? 9,000. I really wish I was as skinny as Bobby is right now. God, I look like I'm like 6 months pregnant. I'm so overweight. I, in theory, could do something about it, but I'm lazy. So this actually kind of displaying this handsomely framed certificate with pride will ensure all your gas at your Epicurean creations coming out of your kitchen will always be top notch. I don't know if that means what I think it means, which is that it will boost the. Let me rephrase it. I don't think it means that by hanging it on the wall, it will boost the quality of my meals. But it is an interesting wording. Okay, let's go to Bobby Knight. Inventory. 3 more recipes we need to learn, I think. Okay, so we just got people off work. Have you go over here and we will have you continue to work on your logic skill. Oh, I thought Alec was done with work. He's still working. So Gordon is now level 5 with logic. It's funny I'm spending more time on Bobby than I am on Alec. Like, she's clearly the person. It's mostly because she's the person that's going to have the most amount of work to for this generation. She's the one we're going to max out fishing with. She's the one we're going to max out cooking with. So she's the person that I want to work on the most. So that's partially why. How long do you work for again? I can't remember. 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. So 6 hours. Is it? Oh, that's he looks exactly like Andy Kingsley, who became Andy Knight when he married Jasmine. God, that threw me off so much because Andy Knight shouldn't be shouldn't be a sim we can interact with anymore. He got deleted when he got deleted when we he got deleted when we God, I can't think when we switched households when we moved. The little dog looks like a Pomeranian and a Schnauzer.
Oh, Mawate. Fucking nervy.
Wait, is that a cat or is that a...
Do it.
That's a dog.
Uh-oh.
We are gonna be over halfway at the very least with cooking. We're at that halfway point right now. I imagine that we make it to 75% of the bar filled. So possibly tomorrow we should be able to get to like cooking level 4. Alec, we are at what? We're actually getting close to another promotion with Alec as well. We are actually going to be at 80%, maybe 90%. That's actually more surprising to me. Yeah, tomorrow we'll be getting promotion. This time you take a shower. This time you sleep. It's go to the fresh refrigerator. We will throw out bad food. Did you seriously? You walked into... You fucking dumbass dog, really? It's honestly kind of a dumbass mechanic, if I'm gonna be honest with you, because it's a dog. Dogs see people naked, but still. Okay, have a quick meal. We will have canned soup. Let's go to sleep.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
So, looking at the skills for Gort, athletic we haven't started, and logic we haven't started. It's gonna take us a considerable amount of time to get things going, but may as well get started now.
Hmm. Hmm.
Actually, I just want to take a look at something. 57,600. One thing that I want to actually look into at some point is I'm just legitimately curious to see. Actually, I guess I could just find out like when I get there. I know that culinary career probably won't be the most profitable career, but I'm just kind of curious to see like how the career will actually evolve over time. Because that's something I can figure out as a player. I haven't given much thought into what I want to work on next. What I am actually kind of thinking about is since we essentially will be getting the law enforcement careers out of the way, since we have one done and we just have one more to go for with Alec. I'm actually thinking about doing is actually getting the career branch out of the way. So the next person, I'm actually going to be naming it after one of my next kid. I'm actually going to be naming it after one of my antagonists, and it's going to be an evil playthrough. It's going to be going down the criminal branch, which actually really isn't that bad. If I'm going to be honest here, it's just like the criminal branch is literally just like just really petty crimes, like in Sims 3, what I played on the version of uh, the Nintendo Wii. I think the worst thing that it ever said I did was stealing purses from old lady. I swear, like it's not like as crazy as, oh, this person is a threat to me. I'm gonna turn a gun on him and just kill him. No, that's not how freaking criminals work in Sims 3. Like, the worst they can do is just steal from you. They're not like murderers. This Sims franchise is not like a dark and gritty series. It's really kind of a family game more than anything else.
The bottom of
So the
two.
criminal is really just petty crimes.
Sahib.
Nothing to really be excited about. And maybe like they have like counterfeiting, which is just the only victim for counterfeiting is really the bank because there's fraudulent money being circulated around. But that's pretty much it. There's nothing crazy. Okay, serve breakfast. We will make eggs Machiavellian. I'm actually kind of curious to see what that looks like. My phone was getting an alert. So one thing that I am actually kind of I am kind of looking forward to, I suppose, is we are actually approaching the halfway point with progression in this game. And what I mean by that is progression for 100% completion in this game stems from challenges and achievements. If we look into achievements list, we are currently at 33 of 50 achievements, so we only have, what is that? God, what is that? 34 has, wait, I can't do the math like on my, I'm just gonna be lazy and pull up a calculator. 17. I was thinking it was 15, to be honest. But I thought 15 was... Oh god, I'm an idiot. I just realized why I was kind of struggling. I was thinking 15 was 45, not 35. That's why I was confusing myself. Well, I don't know why I thought it was 45, because I mean it'll be 5 achievements away instead of 15. I don't know. Anyway, in this current run, we will be getting this achievement. I'd rather be fishing. We'll be getting this achievement for Canine Cop. Possibly in this generation, when we are not really this generation, but the next generation, we will be getting Family Feud. 1 second, I'll be right back. My dogs are barking. Horrible! My dog is a fucking idiot. Freaks out over, scared of her own shadow. And let's go back to the beginning. So, in this run, we will be getting the I'd Rather Be Fishing achievement. We'll be getting the Canine Cop achievement. And we will be getting the Sunken Treasure achievements. So there's 3 achievements, and that'll put us at 36 achievements out of 50. In relation to challenges itself, we will be completely getting perfect fish, catching all perfect fishes, and we will be cooking all perfect recipes. We will also be, of course, be getting the last Canine Cop challenge done. We will be getting the fishing challenges done, which is not these challenges. I don't think they are. I don't think it's angler management. It could be, but I don't think it is. But beyond that, we will also be getting come on, where are you? We'll be getting the I'd Rather Be Fishing challenges. Since this is the name of the achievement, I think this is the thing that we're going to be getting the achievement for. But we need to use bait to catch a fish, easy enough. We need to learn how to catch every type of fish, easy enough. We need to visit the duck and bait shop by the pier, easy enough. And we need to read a book on fishing, easy enough. So once we get these done, we should be getting an achievement, but we're not going to be focusing on that right now. Beyond that, the last thing that we're going to be getting, we're going to be getting the last challenge for Canine Cop in this playthrough. So we're probably going to do that with Gort, if I'm going to be honest here, thinking about it now. Beyond that, the only other thing we're going to be working on is a cooking challenges for cooking all the perfect recipes. We're currently at 144 300. Getting all of these recipes will actually boost us maybe to 160, possibly. We're going to be getting a lot of achievements, challenges done, so that's what you can expect. I think what's definitely going to kind of make things a little bit more... I think what's going to make things a little bit more interesting, I guess, is... I think what's going to make things a little bit more interesting is just at what point we will be making all that progress. It's going to be probably like progress over time. but that's what we're gonna work on. I do have names set up, whether we have a boy or a girl. I do have names set up for each character. If we have a boy, since we're going after the criminal thing, we're gonna name him Levi after my antagonist, which may actually be one of my best antagonists I will ever write. Named after my antagonist, Levi Beckett. If it is a girl, we are going to be naming it Zara, which is a biblical name and is named after one of my antagonists, Zara, who is a succubus. Which people may think, oh, she's a sex team, and I actually kind of handle succubus a little bit different than I do with than I do and how they're actually portrayed, and what I'm actually doing with succubus is a succubi and incubi are beings that kind of feed off of emotions of others. Succubuses feed off of positive emotions, and incubuses feed off of negative. So succubi are often like kind of connected with pleasure. Both succubi and incubuses are kind of connected with pleasure. But their succubi are able to draw out the positive emotions of others, while incubi are able to draw out the negative emotions of others, and they kind of feed off of that. They kind of enjoy like watching people, kind of enjoy like feeding off of the emotion of others. Kind of makes it seem like a bit weird, but it's just kind of picture that like an intangible force that someone could like interact with, that they could get fulfillment out of. Like if someone was abused as a child, an incubus can just kind of latch on to those feelings of of that trauma, and they'll be able to kind of lessen, I guess, like the impact to that event for a person, which can make them feel better. But it just kind of it still kind of affects them in some way negatively. I honestly kind of haven't really completely worked out what exactly, like the roles of those things are. I'm just kind of leaving like the meaning kind of vague as of right now, because I don't actually know like what they actually mean. I haven't really kind of thought that far ahead, but at some point I may need to. Here's why I'm raising the painting skill, is because the forensic thing actually requires painting skill to be decently high level. I do not think there are any skill milestones I need to work on for Alec, because I think we got everything with Alexis tonight. Yeah, we did, so I don't really care about anything else. Just getting into high level. And I think what we're actually going to do is kind of... We're gonna go fishing. Actually, no, we're not. We're not gonna go fishing. We're gonna continue to read the recipes just so we can get that done. But soon we're gonna go fishing with I think what her name is, Bobby. There are like certain recipes that I've only like seen like in games that I would love to be able to try. Eggs Machiavelli is one of those recipes that I'm just kind of curious as to, because I'm assuming it's named after like an actual dish. But I'm actually kind of curious to see what that tastes like. Another thing that I'm actually kind of curious about is uh, eggs Benedict, which is like a muffin with an egg on it, I believe. It's probably more complicated than that, but I've kind of heard about that dish, and I think I've seen it before, but I never actually tried it. Yeah, I think that thing is kind of bugged. Let's go ahead and eat. You will also use the bathroom. Seeing a robot sit on a toilet is just such a weird sight for me. It's just me saying sitting on a toilet. It reminds me of an old viral video. For those curious, like a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. There used to be a video of a woman like sitting on a toilet, and she'll just be like singing a song, I guess. Like as she's going to the bathroom, and she'll just say, "Sitting on a toilet, sitting on a toilet, sitting on a toilet," and like over and over and over again. That's like the entire like minute-long video. And it used to be viral. It used to be a viral video, so at one point it was like really popular. But it was kind of funny to me because it was a video that was kind of popular on. It was actually shown on Ray William Johnson's Equals 3 back when he hosted that web show. And I just kind of thought it was kind of funny to me because he the way he kind of handled that show was like his little commentary on it was just kind of made the video more funnier than it actually was. Oh god, I would love like freaking it's just kind of unfortunate, I guess, because Marilyn Johnson still does like reactions and kind of dissecting of like videos. He kind of makes YouTube shorts where he does that type of thing on his channel. It's not like he's completely gone away from like the Equals 3 video reaction thing, but it's just kind of not the same. And he does it like in YouTube shorts, not actual like long videos. And it's kind of sad, I guess. I'm actually gonna try and fix this thing. It's kind of sad, I guess, because Equals 3 was like a huge part of my childhood, and I would just love to be able to like go back in time and just kind of watch that stuff when it was still active. I meant to do the storage. Okay, but this is just kind of bug. I don't know what caused that bug. I think because I had a painting on it when presumably either a dog or a cat destroyed it. It kind of caused the thing to be bugged, but we need to get rid of it in order to get rid of that glitch. Let's go into entertainment. We'll go into hobbies and skills. We will go into art easel and just buy a new. So Austin Gaddis was actually the dog of our first boss when we were playing as Zachary Knight. It's just kind of crazy to me how this freaking dog is still alive. I wonder if Austin Gaddis, or Marcel Gaddis, I should say, is still alive. Probably is, if I'm gonna be honest here. I don't think he's programmed to have like a wife or anything. Although I will to counter that, I do currently have settings under gameplay for enable story progression, which kind of allows neighbors to move in, get married, have kids, and all that kind of stuff. So I guess it's possible. This is apparently a tough recipe a long recipe to learn. It may actually take us a while for us to get through it. If that's the case, let's actually go ahead and use a bathroom and take care of our needs. Do you not know how to flush? My dad has this really annoying and kind of disgusting philosophy, if I'm going to be honest here, where people have probably heard about this, but he never flushes urine down the toilet. He only flushes poop. And the reason why he does this is he has this really dumb thing that's honestly kind of disgusting where he just says, when it's yellow, let it mellow. When it's brown, flush it down. Oh, cause it annoys me so much. Like, he'll use my bathroom and then he just leaves like pee in the toilet. It's just so disgusting. And sometimes he just even forgets to flush down poop. Oh god, my dad's just so many things that my dad does just really irk me. So Bobby increased happiness level 2. Unfortunately, we did not get a level with Gort. That's fine. We completed a challenge. What challenge did we complete? Right. It's getting level 10 and complete an opportunity. That's right. Or not opportunity, lifetime wish. That's what it was. I was actually kind of considering, I was looking at the jobs available in my area. There's a casino that is nearby where I live, and they're actually hiring a dishwasher, or they were hiring a dishwasher. I was actually kind of considering, like, applying for that job. I was heavily considering that, but I, didn't know, like, how I would feel about that being, like, well, it's not, the wording out very poorly already. I didn't know how I would do in a job like that because it's like an industrial kitchen. I'm assuming that I'm definitely gonna have to be trained in how to use like their type of dishwasher and their cleaning equipment and all that kind of stuff. And it's definitely like a skill I can learn for that type of environment, for that type of professional like style kitchen. And it could be like an easy job for me to do, but I was just kind of worried about how well I could do for a job like that. It's just of all things, like it's just things that I was worried about. The chef thinks you're good, but not good enough. You've been tasked with reading Secrets of the Master Chef as quickly as possible. The chef guarantees your work performance will increase, plus you just might learn. You definitely will be getting a promotion from today. Come on, got like 50 minutes left. Congratulations! Bobby's impressive performance has earned her a promotion to ingredient taster. So as a bonus of $468, someone clearly respects her taste, which means many arduous mouthfuls to stomach the role of the ingredient taster. Bring the charm along with the apron, because how coworkers evaluate you will ultimately determine your role in the restaurant. $47 per hour, 3 p.m. to 9, so 47 times 6. Let's see what we're up to now. So we'll be getting 200. That's actually a downgrade. You're getting $282. Is that right? I feel like that's. Oh no, that's a bonus that we got. Okay, never mind. That could be an upgrade.
Babu.
Honestly, I don't like this outfit the best. One second, my dog's barking again. Again, like I'm essentially the only one home, so right back. Arlo. You want to come in? Layla? Down. Get down. Down. Kind of babysitting on my dogs right now. Go lay down. Lay down, Layla. We have two American bulldogs. One of them is named Layla, named after the Eric Clapton song of the same name. And we have a dog named Harlow, named after the actor Jean Harlow. Dogs are real sweethearts, but they're just kind of an idiot. So who are my coworkers? Demetria Snyder, so we need to lay down. So we need to build up a friendship with her. I think I'm actually gonna end the stream just a little bit earlier, so we're gonna be going until 4:30. So in about like another 30 minutes, we're gonna be in the stream. The reason why is because I need to like check on the dogs and make sure they're all set.
Nuke. Oh.
Okay. Also go into the refrigerator and you will clean out the bad food. Hey, dumbass. Who told you you can come in? Yeah, let's have you go to sleep and maybe Austin Gaddis will leave. I didn't invite you here, Austin. This isn't your house to sleep in. Get out of my home.
Evie! Torb! Mabu!
Ow!
Ha! Tarp Big!
Oh!
Ivana Nerg!
Brunarkdar.
Ah! Roo! Tifalur! Oh, huh?
Ah! Ruda!
Vaban
Oh.
Dior.
Oh! Oh! Ah!
Booblas an arm. Posse would do.
Tipsy Norpal.
Them Mahaba Jeem. Zama Taka.
Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. That's why we invest in freaking burglar alarms. Hero of the people, law enforcement. Well, hero of some of the people if you live in America. It's really kind of sad, I guess you could say. It's if you know the history of America, if you know the history from like civil rights movement, from like the early 20th century on, you know that the police don't never exactly treated America like all American citizens friendly or equally, I should say. And it was just kind of a shame because you can like watch videos of excessive police brutality and people what different minority groups went through simply for being a different skin tone, skin color than someone else. It's just freaking despicable. And Recently, I watched a movie Straight Outta Compton, which, for those of you who didn't know, it kind of talks about like the history of the rap group NWA, short for just naming the name of the band here, uh, not trying to be racist or anything, but their NWA is actually short, an acronym for Niggas with Attitude. And it was a group that has some really influential artists that have actually just kind of left the group for one reason or another, kind of pursue their own careers. Like some of the writers, some of the creators or artists are like Dr. Dre, who is an incredibly gifted musician who actually kind of helped many rappers, including people like Eminem, just kind of get their start. There's also like Ice Cube, who after his thing, who not only was a successful rapper, but he's also like a successful rapper, actor as well. And I forgot about that. It's just kind of funny to me, I guess you could say. It's kind of funny to me. Just how influential that group was. And honestly, just how they were affected, how their music and their work was influenced by the environment they lived in. Their community that was assaulted unjustly by police officers who were just abusing their power. And people may just kind of see that and just kind of hear this, oh, that's actually fake, whatever, because they're just kind of biased and just kind of don't want to believe that police were just kind of treated unfairly. There are people out there that just kind of deny reality, unfortunately. But it is something that did happen. It is something that is a part of American history, as much as we would like to pretend that it isn't. And I think what kind of makes things a little bit more interesting, I guess you could say, is just kind of how people have taken those events and have been able, in some way, to better themselves, in spite of them. And what's kind of sad about NWA is not everyone just kind of made it out. Like the rapper Eazy-E or Eric Wright ended up dying of AIDS because of it, and there's actually a theory that it was because of his interaction with Suge Knight, who's I don't know much about him, but people just kind of suspect that the AIDS virus was not given to him by someone he slept with. It was given him by someone who kind of injected him with infected blood or something. That's a way of getting. And because of the movie Straight Outta Compton, people kind of suspect that it was Suge Knight who kind of infected him with AIDS, but that's like all and there's no like clear reason as to what actually happened with Eric Wright. It was just like all suspicious circumstance. But something that I've been thinking about doing is since I'm like focusing on writing a novel project focusing on the conflict between heaven and hell. I kind of have a unique opportunity to kind of make deceased figures, deceased popular figures have a role in my story. And I was thinking about just kind of experimenting with that type of thing and just kind of trying like actually something new. And so with each trilogy, I'm planning on having like an historical figure just kind of being brought up since a lot of people have actually, a lot of popular historical figures are no longer with us. I have the opportunity to just kind of bring them to life once again. And I will, of course, need to like communicate with their loved ones, their next of kin, and just try to see if they will give me permission to do that. But if I can get permission to do that, I was actually kind of thinking for your first trilogy, just to try and like experiment. I just kind of have the characters Abbott and Costello, who were comedians and actually just kind of had like running gags and like skits that they just kind of played. And I was thinking how cool it would be if I could just figure out a way to make a modern Abbott and Costello skit. And just kind of have like one of my main characters go to their performance in heaven and just kind of see how their like modern skin, just kind of have me like dramatize that event. And I think that'd be kind of like an interesting challenge for me to do, just to try and make like a modern like Abbott and Costello joke. But the other thing I was actually thinking about doing, because of how much I appreciate Easy E now and how kind of tragic his story was, I really want to be able to I really want to be able to try and like bring his character to life in the second trilogy. And one of the things I'm actually kind of thinking about doing is kind of making him be like a reoccurring character, just someone that kind of guides another one of my characters into like doing like certain things. And Easy E, if I were to make him be like a reoccurring character that will just kind of help and aid the heroes, I need to make sure that I'm portraying him in the right light. And that's kind of the challenge, because not only is Easy E like a much beloved like music icon, he lived in an area where slang was popular and prevalent. He lived fuck dumbass. He lived in an area where slang was kind of more prevalent. It was more common, and it's really kind of, slang was always something I was kind of struggling with, because you can, if you use it too much, you can just kind of appear offensive. But if you do it right, it can make a character feel. It can make a character feel more. It can make a character feel more authentic, and that's something that I need to like work on with. If I were to try and like, if I am able to get like permission to make Easy into a recurring character, that is something that we need to try and work on. You need to do research. You need to talk to us, like find a way to like communicate with people that were close to him, in order to figure out like how he could speak and how he could, and how he was actually like in life. And if my book project, if my first book is off the ground and it just kind of gets my name out there and people are just kind of more aware of me, then it may actually become easier for me to get in contact with them. But as of right now, it's just
Zaboodle do.
it's an impossibility if I were to try and do it right now, and you know, I'm not even ready to do that right now. But if my book gets off the ground, then it will do more than open a few doors. It'll be kind of like a more eye-opening experience for some, and it could allow me to make connections that I wouldn't be able to make right now. So that's what I'm kind of excited about. That's what I've been kind of thinking about lately. I think what kind of makes things a little bit difficult, if I'm going to be honest here, is the fact that I think what makes things a little bit difficult is I think that what is the most challenging part as I'm writing is just trying to. I have like all of these like great, interesting ideas for developing my story, and it's kind of hard for me to like put everything into words, to try and be able to write all that I wanted to write, because my ideas for my project, it's just like all over the place. And I think what kind of makes it a little bit difficult. I think what makes this kind of difficult is like the very thought process of actually being able to the thought process of actually being able and successfully able to apply everything and to write it in a way where the language is powerful and it kind of draws out like certain emotions. That's really kind of the struggle with writing in general, because people just, if you include too little, people want to be attached to the characters, to the story. If you include too much, the people will be overwhelmed with their story. Writing is all about like creating that perfect balance, and that's been like something I had to learn to improve on over time. And there is a such thing as writing too much, including too much information. When the message would have been more powerful, it would just kind of ended it off a little bit early. And that's honestly been something that I want to try and improve on over time. So if I am correct, and again, like I don't know if I am. Gort is the only person who would be my coworker. So he's the only person that I would need to talk to raise the coworker thing. Dumbass, stop.
Farble.
Websy Noveluk. Haba Lurherbal. He's a Vamajig. Rizzy Tord. Yob.
Finally, let's ask about show.
Barso Misvadula Cog. Imzo Wamazabalu. Lagan? Bazi Nerg. Waka.
It's chat. If we
Zoom
get him
Jahani
up
Mas.
to friend and the partner bar doesn't go up, then I think it's safe to assume
Zorbu. Shagaza.
that it's
Tawi.
not Gort that's my partner, but it's someone else.
Uh-huh.
Because me and him both share the same career, but stop.
Garbso. Wabahina Tasaming.
Let's see. Let's go ahead. Let's go talk about the burglary.
Bor Gia Yins. Shabag Zawagadig, huh?
Wait a minute, what? Let's go ahead and pause this and let's check the friendship. What relationship are you even at with Gort? Oh, it doesn't say. Uh, talk about movies?
Zeeb Sasha Mahi. Mm-hmm. Huh. Jorkle Dubadow.
I'm beginning to think that Gort isn't actually my partner. It would be weird if my boss is my partner because it's the only other person I know.
Zub Jahani Mas. T.
Yeah, it's not going up.
Absa Mazabal. Shabu.
It's gotta be Eva Gilman. It's gotta be Eva Gilman. Okay. Shit. Eva Gilman is apparently both my partner and Gort's. That's not something I was expecting. I just kind of realized that we were at a regular, like, yellow smiley face thing, and now we're just kind of like a flat face. I don't know how you would describe that. But if we were basing it off of Gort, we would be at like at least like Green Infinity by now, and we're not. We're just kind of like a basic thing. So I'm thinking that Eva Gilman is my partner. So what I'm actually going to do is we are going to invite Eva Gilman over.
Isa Popsum Zeebeldoob.
And we are going to try and befriend her with Alec. Fresh our refrigerator, serve breakfast. We will make French toast. I know we just leveled up with athletics, so we don't need to go that far, but we should probably focus on getting logic up.
Chombo? Wag Pooza.
Zazamuni? Webnu.
Since we also will need to have a high level painting skill for Alec for the other branch of the law enforcement thing, let's go ahead and continue working on our painting skill. If I were to be perfectly honest right now, even though it's like almost 4:30 in the afternoon, my French toast actually sounds pretty good right now. I think that's also where we're gonna kind of end things off. We're just actually gonna. We're gonna have Gort invite Eva Gilman over, and then we're gonna kind of well, we're gonna do a couple things really, but we're gonna be in the stream very soon. Let's go ahead and eat leftovers, French toast. And when Gort is done, we're gonna be having very close to getting a level for painting. When Gort is done, we're actually going to have him call Eva Gilman over. How are you doing? You're doing fine. Okay, once Gordon is done, let's go ahead and cell phone, calls him, invite over. Let's see, inventory. Nope, zap. Inventory. Go ahead and read Ambrosia. And when what's her name gets here, that's when we're gonna be kind of saving things.
Miarbsa.
Zorp.
I guess one thing that we actually could do is just to try and run our little experiment before we kind of end things off. Let's try and build up a relationship
Sasha, my
and see if the partner bar goes up.
Smeatagorg e Tagag.
Sarbril Nebel Deebs. Shagarb Pepsanog.
Jorg, ya ba.
If it goes up to, of course she's rich, she's a Gilman. If it turns out that it goes up to like the smiling face thing, then he's our partner. No other way to say it.
Zub Jahani Mas. T.
How to help Vandia
Gargle the
Gardeglard.
Beepso Zama.
Don't do that.
Shagala. Simkadidi.
Emble Vazixelwangle. Flarp Grumble. Arbuzag. Karimble. Quarbna.
La, Mior.
Uh-huh.
Gilman, friendly, me will gossip.
Margo. Kawasa Misadig.
Shorkanik.
Let's go ahead and tell story.
Jeep Johnny Safasim. Z. Zebi. Jazipto Mabazibi Rabi Gig. Mahepto will be Zeeb. Welky. Benzi Chlubi. Barzebni. Well. Sarbril Nebel Deebs. Shagarb Pepsanog.
Gurk, ya ba.
Okay, still not going up. Let's show off Go Zapper. Just compliment.
Larcy Moore. Zamar.
Still not going up. I don't know if Eva Gilman's my partner. Then again, we haven't really gone up that much.
Mia
Oh.
Fadajave Vichim Gazagadin.
Let us chat.
Zeep Sasha Mahim.
Tig. Nukli Tika. Tarabarbagrogzi.
Lopney Yipto son.
I'm gonna ignore
Shabib.
this.
Tuba.
I guess no.
Zub Jahani Mas. T.
Delco Webney. Barco Tanzi. Nachunizag.
Absa Mazabal. Shabu.
There's probably an opportunity, so I don't really care. Or someone want to talk.
Zoom Dap Deep. Smeed Smorgy Gorg.
Zabzu Mizzlenorp. Du Kazama Zigada. Shadag?
Jorg Yaba.
Still not going up. I don't know if Eva Gilman is the one. Let's do Dramatic Story, I guess.
Zeep Sasha Mahim. Merhab Bonadines.
We got her up
Awesome Deansel.
decently high.
Linarb. Kadub. Or Dabble. Huva Zigada. Bog.
I mean, it's not like
Sargo
friend
Babitso
level, but
Zaba, Shagala. Simkadidi.
Oh.
Mhm.
Mimsy's not.
I don't know if Eva Gilman's a person. I don't think she's my partner. So I don't know who it is. Let's go ahead and I need to check. I can't remember what I did. I need to check to see if I would never dole on Alec. Yeah, it is. It doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and do compliments again.
Darniyar. Zeem. Malni.
I need some sort of proof that Eva is my partner because it's really between Eva and Gort.
Jeep Johnny Safasim. Z.
Yasuni Hoop. Brip. Tazini Web.
Webzo. Madar.
Filanu. Tavanor. Gog.
Neg. Stub. Luza Vaza Givaze. Sabu Wasu.
Tuba.
Eva Gilman, friendly. Let us.
Shorgle. Welkney Yargazapo.
Skibazu.
Zeep Sasha Mahim.
Ipauda Hala Boon.
Anib. Shub. Shabug. Zaluva Kazabat.
Gurk, get back.
Jeep Johnny Safasim. Z.
Jonkle Nifnatu. Ublit. Fajuju or Ba. Harpunag.
Zelka. Zelka Bwebadanch. Shabasa Teen.
Tuba.
Doesn't look good. I don't think that Eva Gilman's our partner.
Yarg Minja Yexi. Jib Sabagig Forga. Larcy Moore. Lahan.
She should be at regular, like, happy yellow star right now, and she's not. I don't think evil Gilman's our thing. We're gonna get her up to friend. If that doesn't move it up an inch, then it's not evil Gilman, and I have no idea who our partner
Sasha
is.
Mahim.
Ebi. Juxiptigo and Greedabop. Tugani. Yalarko. Rex.
Neg. Stub. Luza baza gibaze. Sabu wasu.
Gurk Yabag.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Let's get to know.
Zub Jahani Mas. T.
Jub Yub. Sweet. Yana. Badwiba Tigazo. Kid Rabu Gazida.
Narbo Nitsa team. Zazim. Kawafasa toy.
Ah, Tuba.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and tell a dramatic story.
Zeep, Sasha, Sharbo Dipsame, Pasim, Barwa Himaje, Ina Fasa Wimaze, La Herba Tubave, Zeeble Loop, Geese?
Oh. Queen
Mhm.
Bobo.
I don't think Eva Gilman's our friend. So it's someone else. It's someone that we apparently don't know because score is pretty high. We should be good standing with him. It's not Eva. I know that now.
Garbso, Wabahina Tasami.
Shorkanik.
So if it's not. We're gonna keep trying. We're gonna get her up to friend. If she doesn't move, if she doesn't like change anything, when we're have her at a friend state, then it's probably not her. Let's go ahead and we will compliment.
Darniyar, Z,
Mhm.
Yadan.
It's not Eva Gilman.
Nebni.
Lorba.
It's not Eva Gilman. I have no idea who it is. We're gonna.
Ah,
We're gonna keep trying to get we're gonna keep trying to get the thing done next time. To try and like get the figure out like who Alex's partner is. We may need to just it's possible we haven't met them. But what's weird to me is before we got promoted, we were at like a above normal. It's like the yellow face, but the yellow face is smiling. That's like a tier below green smiling thing. So at one point we didn't know who our partner was, but apparently we don't know where now. So I don't know what the heck is going on. I am thinking what could be possible is we may have gotten a new partner when Gorge was promoted. That's what I think could have happened. In the meantime, I think that's going to do it for today. If you are remotely interested in what you see today, all the games I cover on my channel will be for 100% completion. I'm going to be streaming Sims 3 Pets yet again next Friday, 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to be streaming Assassin's Creed Unity for 100% completion on Saturdays, 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. And I'm going to be streaming the Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus for 100% completion on Sundays, 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. And this time I'm actually going to be streaming the full 4 hours. I stated at the beginning of this stream that I'm going to explain like why I've been streaming the full 2 hours, only 2 hours the past couple of live streams for Sly Cooper 1. And I guess to try and explain it just a little bit right now, even though YouTube analytics tell me people don't really watch the full live streams, but on YouTube. But the reason why I'm ended up being ending up early, like 2 hours early, is because lately is because I've been kind of experimenting, trying to see what works for streaming a PS5 game and what doesn't. And the reason why I say that is because I need to stream it a specific way in order for me to be able to capture audio. And because I'm streaming a PS3 game through a PS5, it will have performance issues. So I've been really kind of using Sly Cooper to try to make sure I get everything, try to figure everything out before I like do anything too long and have some performance issues because of it. So I think I'm ready to stream the full 4 hours on Sly Cooper 1. So I kind of expect next Sunday, 2 days from now, when we will be kind of completing Miss Ruby's world, completing the Panda King's world, and we will be beating the final boss. That being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time.